fascinating to me that the Percy Jackson books are from his perspective. And so in other situations, people can acknowledge that his perspective is not completely accurate. Like, I don't know, the entirety of Titan's Curse, when he blames himself for everything, nobody's reading that book and it's like, yeah, it's your fault that Annabeth was kidnapped. It's your fault that Bianca, like, joined the Hunters. It's your fault that Bianca died. It's definitely your fault that all these bad things happen. You should definitely hold up the sky because you're gonna die anyway, so who cares if you die right here and now, I guess. Like, nobody is, like, thinking that. And so I think it's fascinating that in the Calypso chapter, people just take what he thinks at face value and they don't look at it any further. And I'm like, it's because she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's because she's a woman. Like, it's literally just because of that. Because the thing I'll, like, just say is that the thing in the video that I never got to make because that girl blocked me. So I couldn't make it. Because I wanted to, like, point out that if Annabeth ended up, like, dropping on some island and there was, like, a 15-year-old guy that was also, like, an immortal being on this island, and the first thing he says to her is that he was touching her when she was unconscious, and because he just got used to taking care of her, and she has no idea who he is. And then after 2 or 3 days of her being there while she's awake, he says that he has no choice but to be in love with her and is telling her to give up everyone in her life and stay there with him on this island. There would be nobody being like, oh, but he's sad. Like, so you should let him do that. Everyone would be like, get away from this man. He's terrifying. But because Calypso is a woman that's, like, using that stuff as a way to manipulate him by being like, oh, I'm so sad because the gods just, like, drop, you know, 8th graders on on this island because apparently the people I'm attracted to are 8th graders. And those are the only people that I, like, am attracted to enough where I'm going to have no choice but to fall in love with you? How did you fall in love with him when the majority of the time he was there, he was unconscious because his skin was almost burned off? Like, he was not even, like, awake most of the time. You don't even know who he is. Like, how could you possibly even know something like that?
Yeah.
And so it's just one of those things that I think it's fascinating that people don't realize that she lied
Mm-hmm.
to try to trap him there.